Hello and welcome to the Apex Racing TV esports studio and our coverage of round 6 in the Apex Racing Academy Porsche Cup. We are heading into the final stages of the season. We've still got our 4 championships to decide. And tonight we head to Daytona, a circuit which is going to offer a lot of slipstreaming opportunities, a lot of runs to the line, and with our 4-race format as well. This could be one of the most chaotic events of the season. My name is Sam Patrick and also me is David Sampson. And David, this is an unusual combination. I honestly cannot remember. This is season 15 of the Porsche Cup series. I can't remember being to Daytona before. It's just not a circuit that the officials tend to go to in the Porsche Cups.
Yep.
But with the slipstreaming model that this 992.2 car has, this could be some very exciting finishes to a race and one of the most open events that we have all season.
I have just actually thought, I was going to answer every one of your questions, but I just wanted to make sure we're not doing standing starts.
We are doing rolling starts. One of the drivers...
Yeah, because you can't.
I can't remember who reminded me, but whoever it was, thank you.
Because it's tragic. You just rolled down the track. Yeah. It was a big problem. Anyway, yes, you are correct. Big slipstream. We've got lots of team aspects to factor in. The draft is very strong. So, they need to be smart and make sure they stay in trains because 1.4, 1.5 seconds back and you're in Pain Town, even if you're a fast dude. Also, the last lap is going to be, we need more cameras because you get the run.
Yeah.
So being in the lead, yeah, I don't know what...
Going into the event, like, where do you think the drivers will want to be? Obviously, it depends what the gap between each of the drivers are, but going on to the last lap, we'll find out during the meeting. But, like, are you thinking P3, P4?
For the majority of it, you do want to be P1 because you don't want to get caught in any side-by-side moves. If that draft gets broken, even if you are 0.8 a second quicker than the guy in front, you are not making that up if you're out of draft. So you want to be controlling it from the start, but then, I mean, I'll let them work out what to do on the last lap, but it's crazy, yeah. So you want a teammate. You want a teammate.
Yeah. So let's have a look at our standings then. And a driver who does have a lot of teammates is our championship leader in the pros, which is Joey Pedrick, who, after a strong time last time out at Imola, is looking very good in the championship. Now he's got the maximum points. He also got pole position and the fastest lap as well in the A final. So Pedrick with a fantastic run. Also, these points now considered the drop score. So out of the 9 events we host, only the best 8 scoring events for each drivers count. So we've so far done 5 events and only the best 4 are currently counting to the driver, so it gives it a bit more of an accurate reading. Eliso has been very consistent. He's currently in 2nd place, and then early Postrip just dropping back after a disappointing Imola round, getting caught up in a couple of incidents. In the Pro-Am standings, we've got Pascal Whale, now quite a long way ahead because he managed to score big points last time out. And Kim Onje Bjorklund sort of had the opportunity. I saw the incident that he got involved in the A final, having qualified up in P2 for the V. I think did he win his heat last time?
Yeah, and he went for a move in both heat. Like both heats, he actually went for the Verstappen send, and one race it worked, and the other he came off perhaps the victim. I can't remember the incident.
Yeah, and with those points lost, he's now a distant 3rd, and Lars Vatsic with a lot of points to gain in 2nd position, with Pascal Whale leading the way. In the Amateur Championship, we have got Hayden Puttock, who is leading the way. And out of the 4 rounds that Hayden has taken part in so far this season, he's won 3 of them and finished 2nd in the other one. That is how consistent he has been. Luke Blow, Wiley Blair, Joey Island. Also, you know, we know all those 3 drivers are very good, but they really do need to start delivering if they're actually going to bring this championship back, because
yeah, I mean,
getting away with it.
Now we've had the first drop score applied. Consistency comes with bonus points now massively. If you've been rapid and got caught up in one instant, you're going to notice yourself a little bit lower in the championship than you need to be. Obviously, still a long way to go, but yeah, they need to step up. It's going to be tough. All the championships are still close. I think they're very open. Maybe just the teams that... I mean, we've got the teams here. The Lion GP teams are still going to be fighting it out, but that's quite a lead. And you wonder how Shezzy Hill are going to bring this to Lion. I mean, I'm not sure. Looks like Lion have got this wrapped up. Still to play for the top 3.
Yeah, it looked very good for LionGPFenster.com, who was 2nd in the championship for a while, but they only had 1 driver take part last time out. Thankfully for them. it was Joe Pedrick who scored maximum points, but you still want at least 2 drivers because you can have as many as 3 drivers as part of your team. It's the top 2 drivers from each round who score points for your team. So if Lion GP Fenster don't have more drivers attending the future rounds, then they've got no chance at even keeping back Chessie esports, because yeah, there's no way that Pedrick can single-handedly get them to the title. In the calendar, we have got 3 more rounds to go after this one. Sebring, Hockenheim, Adelaide. This is sort of the last of the very highly slipstreamy circuits. Le Mans, of course, was the case, and Monza and now Daytona, and then the last 3 are all going to be much more conventional circuits. Well, I say Adelaide, wouldn't exactly call that conventional.
Yeah, and Hockenheim does have a big straight shot. Quite a crucial exit as well. I think it's going to be... I'm very interested. It'll be amazing if it comes down to Adelaide to settle it, because it's intense.
It's famous for settling championships, is Adelaide. So yeah, that would be good. In terms of our race format, it is the heat format, which I was very keen on implementing for this round, rather than just having a longer race, as we have got a couple of them during the season. Next time at Sebring, we've got the 60-minute race. But if it was 60 minutes here, we'd just have 35 minutes of fuel saving, and then they'd go for it at the end. Whereas today, we're going to have 4 runs to the line for the race win. Probably every race win might well come down to just a 1/10 of a second or so. So it could be very, very exciting. No chance of rain. We have had no rain so far this season. Hopefully we get some in the final 3 rounds. Albeit you wouldn't bet on it at Adelaide, obviously being the Australian fall, as it will be by the time we come to see that round. And Sebring as well, fairly dry. Hockenheim perhaps our best bet, so we'll see if we get any rain, but frankly it's unlikely now at this stage of the season. And we can have a look at our track as well here at Daytona. And what are your opinions of the new bus stop that we have?
Well, they've changed it again accidentally, and I do mean, I don't know if it's been patched since, but the off track on the exit part of the bus stop can be a bit, well, it's quite lenient now. I don't know. I just wish they'd pick one and stick to it. I'm too old to change bus stop every year.
You want 12 tracks over and over again, the ones that you know already, and just keep it the same. No new cars.
Thank you. Yeah. No new cars. Don't update the tires. Yeah. Yeah, I like the track. I'm not a big fan of the bus stop. I just wish it was a little bit more flowy, a little bit more lenient. I don't like it claiming too many drivers. But the infield I've always been a fan of. It's quite technical. There's so few corners. So I know this isn't the most technical infield, but every 10th so matters here. And obviously your ability to fuel save. Not that that'd be a factor here. But it's iconic, right? I don't know if this wasn't iconic, if any of us would love it. I mean, you're not a fan of Daytona.
Yeah,
Infamously.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's infamously.
It is.
Where, like, yeah, I mean, let us know in chat. Did you know that I dislike this? Okay, we have got a YouTube shorts of me criticizing the circuit, and it's about 3 years old now, and it's got about 10,000 views, which I think is our 2nd most viewed shorts on the channel. And most of the comments are just hurling personal insults at me.
Yeah, I apologise for that. Yeah, but I didn't know you as well, like, you know.
Yeah, I appreciate the, you know, trying to. It makes it feel worse as well, because you created about 10 different accounts to do it as well.
Only 10, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, only 10.
So if people want to check that out, then they can do. But I sort of give it a couple of reasons why I dislike the Daytona 24 in that. Albeit I have won it before, so, you know. Have you won Daytona 24? It's not for everyone.
No.
Sure.
We were leading, and I was in a big team, but no.
Sure.
No.
Yeah, I was leading as well, and then I won it. So that was good fun. In terms of my picks, Elias Sawyer, I'm going to go for. I've sort of often with these picks, I sort of go for who I want to win in terms of the championship. And Sawyer does need to get some points back on Pedrick, albeit he's only 22 points back with 4 rounds to go. David Koenig. A bit of a rogue choice, 4th place in the Prams, but had a very good time of it last time out. Got a pole position as well at MLS, so not that that's going to count for much today, I imagine. But still, he seems to be improving as the season goes on. And then I've also gone for Luke Blow, who needs a big result. We were saying how Hayden Patrick has barely put a foot wrong all season long. Maybe in the chaos that we're going to see today, perhaps we will see some sort of weakness from the championship leader in the ads.
Yeah, I've shaked up a bit. Like Sawyer for pro, I mean, it's a hat. There's a big names. They're all very consistent. I think Sawyer, I mean, was it Le Mans he showed his worth? So I reckon he can do it here at Daytona. Lars, I think it's been, yeah, fantastic to watch this season. Very hard to beat, and he doesn't get caught up in anything. I think he can win this. And here I've gone for a bit of a, well, it's not that much of a wild card, but Andre de Borel, I think he hasn't had the best season, and I think he's like down in what, 4th, 5th? 5th. Yeah.
But he was very good last time out, wasn't he?
Perhaps that's helping. But yeah, I think he can, he seems to have his moments, so hoping his moment is winning.
Yes, we'll see how it goes. Of course, last time out you managed to nail all 3. So,
all 3.
Yeah, I wasn't here to cloud your judgment. We'll see if either of us can do that today. We will go to an advert now, but when we're back, we'll be covering the qualifying action.
Are you struggling for consistency in your sim racing? Does your iRating look like a roller coaster? If so, we have good news for you. The way to get more consistent is to first understand what you're doing differently than the professionals. And VRS is the answer. With our competitive subscription, you will have the telemetry, setups, tutorials, and everything else you need to fully analyze your driving. Our data packs and the ability to compare your driving with the best in the world will show you exactly where to adjust your inputs, change your driving line, and shave seconds off of your lap times. And our powerful and precise Direct Force Pro wheelbase and precision pedals are being used by some of the world's best drivers. All these champions agree that VRS hardware is not just the best on the market, it's also priced well below the competition. So if you're looking to upgrade to direct drive and the best pedals in sim racing, VRS is your answer. If you want to get better, get faster, and make it happen sooner rather than later, you owe it to yourself to find out why so many people are switching to VRS. You'll be so glad that you did. Visit www.virtualracingschool.com and learn why the best use VRS.
Welcome to Daytona and the qualifying action for the amateur drivers. Something just as a heads up for today is that while it is quite sunny at the moment, it will not be later on. The last race, the A final, will be after sunset. So yes, it will be quite dark later on. So will be slightly different conditions, albeit we are in the winter anyway, so it will be fairly cool for all these drivers. But you can already see the sun starting to set just a little bit here in Florida.
I just remembered it's open qualifying. Obviously, that's going to play a huge factor, having a teammate here for the draft.
Well, Hayden's not prioritising it too much himself at the moment, it seems, albeit maybe he should, because he's 4/10 off pole.
Yep. If we go on board with one of our drivers for the bus stop, I'll show you where this off-track, infamous off-track at the moment is. Now, I don't know what state it's in. All right, we'll stay with Andre here. But yeah, I don't know what state it's in right now, but it's been quite strict for Daytona 24 on the update and everything, but recently, it's the X. I'll show you where it is when we get there.
Right, with another slipstream here, so he is sat behind. Who is that actually?
Well, they're too slow. He's lost. His lap is over.
Oh, sorry, it must be one. Oh, it's Luke Blow. Sorry, so these are top 2 in the championship actually. Oh, sorry, not top 2 in the championship. Blow is second place in the championship. About a little bit further back, but yeah, he's got the draft handily on the last lap. Will he get to the line in time? I don't think he will. He needs to get there before the 10 minutes are up. And I think this will be the end of his qualifying. He won't get round in time.
Okay, we're right on here with Kenneth Wick, who's pushing. So everything's normal here. Brake at the light, get in over the curb, on the right. And it's this left, you can just open your wheel. There you go. You can actually go a little bit further left than that. If you aim it right and you know what you're doing, you can now just ride those curbs and not even an off-track, let alone a slow down. I heard it was an accident.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So my pick is looking like pole. I've got the magic touch at the moment.
Yeah, my pick is... didn't do a lap.
Yeah, I had a horrible thought when you was giving the intro and talking. I was like, oh my God, we cannot do a standing start here.
Bloy has now done a lap. He's up into 7th position. Of course, something that we've mentioned a few times in these qualifying sessions is that we have got a split qualifying where half the drivers, well, slightly more than half the drivers, maybe 2/3 of the drivers are in one qualifying session and the other third are in another qualifying session. And that might make a difference when it comes to teamwork in qualifying.
Yeah, they would catch teams out if they've been practicing, repairing, like talking about how they're going to lay it up, and then, yeah, you find yourself in different splits inside qualifying. It's a very strange concept.
So I don't know if De Brouwer got to the line in time. I don't think he did. But he did seem to be pushing there, or maybe he's just doing an in-lap now, but he needs to make sure that he doesn't do an invalid lap time, otherwise that will give him a post-race penalty.
Lair has done 1 lap longer than everyone, is that right?
Wick, I'm seeing as well, with 6. It might be that maybe
Yeah.
he did 5 and then he towed or something.
Or they started before the pit line, something like that.
Yeah. So here comes De Brouwer. He certainly is pushing, isn't he? So, I mean, we'll compare it, right? Because we can compare the 144.
Yeah, I mean, if he does 11:44 or 11:43 on the clock.
Well, he's not, is he?
No. So hopefully he doesn't set this lap. Otherwise, all this will be for nothing once he is penalised.
And, okay, he does come into the pits. Well done, Andre. I mean, he kept us in suspense. I mean, he's absolutely playing us like a string puppet there. And we fell for it. So that is amateur qualifying done, and now the Pro-Ams are out on circuit. We're running aboard with Manuel Pindel, who is stuck behind. I think that's Sam Frisch just ahead of him in the very bright coloured
That is
Porsche.
a bright sky, is it not? It's very oceanic. That is really bright.
Yeah.
More with clouds, though. So you don't even like driving this track?
Nope. No, I think it's just not a single corner that I like on it.
Yeah. Well, you know T1's changed now. You can't open it up all the way past that white line anymore. You get a slow down or off track? I can't remember. I hate that line the prototypes use, especially because when you're they're trying to pass you, they're so far out of your peripheral vision that it's a little bit confusing when they're going to swoop in.
Welcome to everyone who is watching along. Let us know who you are supporting in chat. We've got over 50 people watching. It's always very appreciated that you guys watch along. And of course, if any drivers, maybe some pro drivers are currently just watching the stream, let us know how you feel going into your qualifying, and any of the AB drivers watching along as well. Let us know how your qualifying went.
But Sam is quite clear. We do not want to hear from the Pro-Ams.
Well, they're out on track right now, right?
Yeah, some of them can type. You'd be surprised what they can do.
So Kim Andre Bjorklund, one of the fastest drivers in this series, 3rd place in a good run of form, and that is an awful way to start your lap for those other 2 drivers. That's one of the chassis cars.
I mean, I do get the impression he was... I mean, to get mugged by 2 cars on the inside, I'm not sure what happened there.
I think he was laying them past Bjorklund. I think he lifted off after the line.
Right, okay.
But the other 2 were still alongside, which isn't ideal. Christian Nieb with a good first lap, currently the front of the Pro-Am drivers. Aiden Carter in 9th place there. I feel like Aiden did quite well last time out, didn't he? Oh no, it was 2 rounds ago where I think we stopped picking him to win, and he actually then won. So the fact that we haven't picked him today, no pressure on Aiden, and maybe we'll see a good performance from him. Of course, he was not around last time out at Imola, so has left him with quite a few points to get back. Probably out of championship contention at this point, Aiden. But we are still only 5 rounds in. It is a long season. There's 4 rounds to go in the championship. And yeah, if something did happen today for our Pro-Am championship leader, Pascal Whale, then things might well change around. Here is Carter with a very nice draft. A line of cars. The issue for him, perhaps, is that his future lap might be impaired, but this is where you want to be. Heading into NASCAR 3-4.
Yeah. Do you like open qualifying? Like, is it something you're strong in, or do you overthink it?
I can't remember the last time I'd done it. I mean, there's a series that I do which is one-shot qualifying, and at least the last couple of weeks I've been very strong at that. But in terms of group qualifying, I can't remember doing it honestly myself. I can't take part in these leagues because I'm stuck here with you. And Carson now goes to the top. So it was a nice draft. We'll do well to improve on that on this next lap because he is very close to these cars ahead. Hawk with a decent lap as well in 3rd position. Zombor 4th, who's part of this train, I think. Neeb as well. And of course, this is some of the Pro-Am drivers, but the likes of Alex Rogers, Matthew Collin, Sam Frisch, Daniel Cialfi, they're all on a different circuit, a much less crowded circuit. We've got, I want to say about 12, 15 Pro-Ams on this circuit. It's very cluttered, but then the other sort of qualifying session that's going on has many fewer Pro-Am drivers, so they won't have as much of an opportunity for some draft.
Question in chat, what is the iRacing splits for the classes? The pros, I'm not sure, probably about, do you know the softs?
I think we can show it on screen, right? Is that one of the things that we can do? Maybe it's not.
Yeah.
No, I think it is, yeah. I think there's a thing, Lewis, where...
Yeah, the actual softs, the actual full softs.
Yeah, you know, like the headers, where you can show like the class leader in each of the headers. There's like an option for like this SOF as well. So you may have to have a little bit of a nose around the components first. But in terms of the cutoffs, from Pro to Pro-Am is 5K. From Pro-Am to Am, it's 3.6. There you go.
Pro is 6K soft, Pro-Am's 3.6K soft, and Am's a 3K soft.
Bjorklund to the top. That was a lovely draft for Bjorklund at the end of that lap. He's now going to back out of it, go to the rear of the train. He's still got one more attempt to go after this.
And if you're wondering why the order of them is messed up, it's because the pros haven't gone out yet.
Got a few new pros actually for this round of the championship. A few new entries. We've got Olivier Sultz, who's taken part in our leagues before, Salvatore Vazil Cozzo, and your friend and mine, Lucas Tailman.
Yeah, I like Lucas. He's
just doing a one-off.
Very rapid dude.
Zigo with a good lap last time round as well, so he's up into 4th place, but now is under a lot of pressure behind from...
Because the ZRX invalidates both of your laps.
Yeah.
And may get you a penalty, depending on the situation.
Okay, so that other car backed out of it. I don't know if that was like Pascal Whale, was it? I should know these liveries. It was Whale, there you go, that was a good guess. And Whale still trying to let these cars go, and yeah, he's going to let them all go, and goes right to the rear of the Snake. Daniel Koenig, my pick for the Pro-Am win today. Right now, he is not giving me a whole lot of confidence because he's a long way off. It's a good first sector though for him, a decent second sector, and a very good third sector as well. So if he can, unfortunately, he hasn't really got a good draft to the line. He's got something, and I think this will put him safely in the top 20, but I don't think he'll be, maybe top 10. I think it will go into the top 10 temporarily. Koenig crosses the line now. And, well, it's more than the top 10. He does go to the top. Well, I really didn't think that he would be up there considering the lack of drafts at the end there, but the rest of the lap was very strong.
Very strong indeed, and very tight. Bjorklund having a good couple of weeks, though, because his first couple of weeks were not good points-wise, but he's looking fast. I mean, Imola, he was on a different level. Conan's had a strong season all along. As you can see. Difficult is Pro-Am, though. Very stacked.
So can Koenig find a little bit more pace? I mean, despite not having a great draft, he had a superb final sector. So maybe he nailed the chicane, or the bus stop, and because he got into the 31s, which not many drivers have been able to do. Decent lap coming up as well here from Koenig. Bjorklund has got a draft from his teammates as well. And this is looking like a pretty good lap as well for Bjorklund. Very quick lap, actually. So if he can get a good run here, he could be in business, and he's got his teammate right in front of him. of Gordon Hawk, who can drag him along. And I think Hawk's already given up on this lap as well, so he can be purely used just for the draft.
Yep. And it's gone unnoticed, but Andre de Brouwer with an excellent qualifying, because he finds himself, I mean, is that, yeah, like 7 positions ahead of Hayden at the moment? And that could only open up, really, in theory, with the pros setting laps. So, excellent stuff.
I'm surprised that Hawk isn't just letting past Bjorklund, because Bjorklund's on a fast lap, and Hawk, we saw, messed up his lap earlier on, so I don't know why he didn't back out of it.
Yeah, he's cost him lap time here.
Yeah, will it be good enough for pole position anyway?
Maybe a bit of side drafting, but they're not close enough. And yeah, he went the long way around.
So it ended up being slower for Bjorklund, albeit quite a long way off actually. So maybe the lap had already been compromised, to be fair.
Maybe, yeah.
And that will be everyone. So there's Lucas Tellman, new to the series. Retired from sim racing about a year ago, I think Lucas was telling me, but has got access to a rig today, it seems like, and yeah, so is able to take part. So yeah, best of luck to him. We've got some of the shenanigans. We saw the shenanigans back at Monza in the Pro-Ams, and there were penalties given out for drivers who decide to stop on track. Someone has smashed into, what is that, Sawyer, who smashed into us, one of the Line GP cars.
Yeah. I'm glad there was penalty, because that was a crazy what happened at, was it Monza?
Yeah. I think it was Bjorklund who I think got a penalty that day. I think 2 drivers actually got penalties. Miroch not even pushing for his first lap. Let's go to prioritise track position.
You need to be careful though, because you can get dived here on the inside if you're too slow. Yeah, they're all losing time here. And he's going to lose also. I told you he was just a little too slow.
Well, March could be in trouble here because it was very clear that this
a send back.
Push lap for Mirage, and yeah, now they're all backing out of it. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter too much because you're going to be faster on your second lap anyway. But
play silly games, win silly prizes. He didn't commit to T1, you know, setting up the... He let people buy to, like you say, to fit in. That didn't work. Me, I'll just find an empty portion of track and get a couple of laps in. Because, yeah, the benefits of a draft lap is super, but the downsides of doing this where you're in a pack of 6.
So I think it was Orbendorfer, by the way, who lost it on the out lap. I think that would make sense. I could be wrong on that. But yeah, he seems a little bit out of position compared to everyone else. So riding aboard with David Granes, who I think has got a pole already this season, as we see a bunch of drivers back off on the inside. Granes a little bit out of shape himself.
You're able to get so far left there now. Insane, but it will be patched.
Few rules on the white line, on the yellow line, sorry. The drivers are not allowed under it.
You get a slowdown nowadays.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
okay.
Even if you avoid a prototype, it's a proper slowdown. And if you drop under the white line now, it's an off track here. But this is going to blow your mind. It has been settled with the iRacing stewards. It's still a valid overtake, dropping below the white line on the run to the finish. Even though you get an off track, even though you are by iRacing determined to have left the active surface, they are saying it's valid.
Sure. Well, I said to the drivers earlier on, say you're not allowed under the yellow line. So
no, yellow line, no. It means to slow down. The white line, the run, like after the pit road, that white line that then opens, that one, it is an off track nowadays.
Oh, okay, sure.
But yeah, if you make the move using it, it's apparently not protestable. Well, you can protest it, but you're not going to win. But yeah, the yellow all the way to the bus stop and bus stop down is a slowdown. If you put your just one tyre over the yellow line, it's immediately jumps up. I literally had an innocent avoid, just I lifted, rolled down, avoided, come back up, and yeah, big slowdown.
So we're now 5 minutes into this session, and the drivers are continuing to back off. It seems to be the case that whoever's at the lead of the train realises that their lap is going to be bad, they back off, and then a new driver's at the front of the train, but they don't have any draft. So we'll see if anyone sort of can nail this. We've now got a bunch of the teammates, Scuderia Volpi, who are now... Oh no, it's not Scuderia Volpi. Well, we've got one of them, Caracallis, who's back tonight, and he's got a couple of...
But they ain't leaving enough of a gap by my measurements. Well, watch.
So these are the Renova drivers. Don't bump draft. No, what are you doing?
Well, pre-line you can.
Sure, I guess, yeah, getting the run to...
But look, they're going to catch, like I said. Like I said, literally like I said, like they didn't leave enough of a gap.
So far, it's only Caracallis who's got a strong lap in. Everyone else still jockeying for position.
Yeah, look at this. Insane. Not very professional.
I like this, though. I know some people think that this is silly, but I really like these tactics.
Well, I can measure draft, that's all. That's the difference, I think. I think
well, it rewards people like you who know what they're doing.
It's not even about what to do, it's about knowing what not to do. That list is smaller. Learn that list.
Well, Orbendorfer, I think, is by himself at the moment, but he's just at the purple third sector. Remember, he was the one who crashed on his outlap. Actually, no, he has backed off, actually, so he is back with that pack. Or is he? No, here he is.
Hey, Alex in chat, hope you're well, mate.
Oh, so the line cars are sort of going at it by themselves, which might be the way to do it. We have a lift again here from Mirage, still not happy with his position, lining up for the next lap, as he has been doing for the whole session so far. By the way, of course, we're focusing on a lot of these pro drivers. Postrup, Kappel, Wiebelhaus, Watson, North are all in the other session for the pros, so watch out for them to go up there. Orbendorfer does go up to third place, so it's a strong sign there. Kappel, who is in the other session, he moves up into fifth. Go Gazer, Sulks now to the top. Sulks, of course, on his debut this season. Got Luke Mansk.
I don't recognise the name. Olivia Sulks. Don't recognise him. Fast. 6.4K.
Oh no. Contact between one of these chassis cars. It may have been David Granez. It was one of the Renova cars. Could have been Kozo. I think it was Kozo.
Orbendorfer with a purple, but 2 yellows. But depends how off the lap is.
Yeah, third sector is very short. It's only 11 seconds compared to the final sector, which is some 32 seconds.
Where did Alex qualify? P20 at the moment.
So Tailman is going to keep pushing then on this lap. So Tailman, I probably just feels like he has to get a lap in right now because he's been backing off a lot and hasn't worked out for him so far. But this is great news for Soy, who's got a fantastic run now on the former GT3 trophy driver.
But the guy backing it up there, like what if one of those cars is on a fast lap, it's a pen. And you've probably got the guy behind too close, and then this thing happens again.
So how strong a lap is this going to be for Soy? It looks like a strong lap so far. I think this could well be good enough for pole position for Elias Soy, who comes to the line. And
slight improvement.
Yeah, slight improvement, but not enough. And that's it for him. Still puts himself right in the mix. He'll be happy with that. Of course, championship contender, Joey Pedrick, down in 24th right now. And with no... Well, he does have a draft now from Orbendorfer, so they've swapped it round. So this could be enough for pole position for Pedrick, potentially.
Where is Orbendorfer? Oh, P6, okay.
Yeah.
Where is Postrup and Wiebelhaus? At the moment, they haven't set laps.
Yeah, they're in the other group. Oh, sorry, I think have they got quali bands? I should know this.
Oof, that's some
They
big
might.
names with quali bans.
I don't remember Viborhouse has got a quali ban.
Oh, it carried over because he didn't turn up, right?
Yes. Well, yeah, Postrip doesn't, but here is Postrip and Kappel trying to work together. But yeah, Viborhouse and Vatsik as well. Did you pick Vatsik as your pick to win? Would have been kind for me to tell you that he had a quali ban, but there you go.
No, that's fine.
He can win it from back there.
You can.
So Sulks probably not going to improve on this lap. I think, yeah, he's a little bit off the pace. And of course, this is his last lap. So can anyone challenge Orbendorfer across the line? Where does his teammate go? He was just behind. Pedrick has had an issue. I don't know what happened to Joey Pedrick, but our championship leader currently sits down in 25th position. Ole Postrup only 31st.
I wonder if it was an
position.
off track he got. David's Grand's P6. That was well needed.
Maybe he ran out of fuel, Pedrick. Well, we were talking about how, you know, maybe going about it. Well, I was talking about how it might be best to go about it with your teammates, and that did not work for Pedrick. These guys are still pushing along, yet they will not complete their lap time. So does anyone have a chance? Not in this group, at least. This will be it for the qualifying session. So looks like Sulks is going to take the pole, and well, a bad day for Lion GP. They only have one driver in the top 6.
What a debut! But ironically, didn't Weberhouse get pole on his debut?
True. Yeah.
So people are sitting back watching the league, thinking this looks competitive, and jump in like, oh, it's not. No, it was easy. The debut pole 2 times.
Not sure if Sulks actually knows that the session expires at 32 minutes. So he was sort of pushing on still. Yep, it does. So we knew that today was going to be chaotic. And yeah, with this grid, it's certainly buying into that.
Yeah,
So
it's a team race and teams aren't together.
very true. Yeah, so we've got Sulks then on pole, ahead of Gazer, Granez, Bjorklund top of the... apologies, it's Sulks at the top, then it's Gazer, Bjorklund in 3rd, then it's Orbendorfer, Neeb, Carter, Zombor, Karakaulis, Miroch. Really, any of those top 9 you feel like could challenge for this one. Sialfi, Horg, Pascal Whale, not a great qualifying for him. Joey Pedrick, awful qualifying for him. He really needs to just try to recover a decent spot in this one. Currently, he's not even getting through to the A final. So that's how bad his qualifying was. Vizendi, ahead of Putuk, with a poor qualifying for him, albeit trust him to pick his way through the order. Awful qualifying for Postrup. Ogen in 17th. Blair, Ireland, Blow. Shop, Duhays, Gossai, Wick, Sheffield, and Viborhouse with the quali ban. I mean, really, a lot of those positions just feel like it's totally random. I mean, we've got like a few of the most competitive drivers in the field outside the top 12 right now.
And is Kappel 45th?
Yeah, terrible qualifying. He was in the other group. It seemed like the drivers in the other group suffered a bit more, didn't they?
Kappel barely beat the people who had a quali ban.
So this is a rare sight. Unless
It is.
Sometimes I set up the session wrong.
Imla, a year ago.
Yeah.
Sorry,
No, I think I think I did at Sebring the season before. So it tends to be once a season I accidentally make it a rolling start. But this isn't a mistake. This is deliberate.
You have to, yeah.
Do you remember doing Rookie Masters though, at Charlotte and the
Yeah,
circuit?
of course, yeah.
Bit easier to control a Mazda though than Porsche Cup.
Yeah, rolling starts Porsche Cup, very rare, but obviously it has been this way in the officials. So people cheering on Lampert in chat. And Schultz, who's put it on pole on his debut.
So 10 minutes this first race. Top 12 get straight through into the A final, and also sets the grid as well for the A final. So a lot at stake, and it could be a very chaotic one. Here we go then. Olivier Sulks from the pole position. And away we launch at Daytona. Good start for Orbendorf, who's already got the run on Bjorklund, albeit he's going to be on that outside line, which is off camber at T1. It might be tricky for him to pull off the move around there. And it looks like Bjorklund
Nicely
has
done behind.
retaken that third position. They're all still going, which could spell disaster when it tightens up at the horses.
Someone moved the jump, but all survive. He clobbered that curb. But the other drivers had the foresight to stay away from the man who's flying up in the air. Some 3 wides on exit. So they're all shuffling through. I tell you what, very clean. Because you're not out of this race. Even if you're 22nd, if you can stay in draft and you're quite quick, you can make this.
Oh, now there has been a bit of contact further back, and I think it was Ojan who may have gone into the back, and we have about 7, 8 drivers involved in that one. Joey Pedrick has got involved in it as well. Postrup has got involved, Horg involved, and a few others, I think Patzek as well.
Replay of what caused that. I saw all the calamities from the moment the car was sideways.
I think Ojan would be a good place to start to Lewis in terms of finding a replay, and that, because from what I can see, it looked like he was the one who triggered it all. So that's a few drivers already out of contention. Wiebelhaus is up 14 places on this lap one.
Yeah.
And the problem is, like you were saying before, it was so clean those first few corners, but that means that everyone's just still bunched up until you're through that infield. No one's really safe.
Right, so here's a replay.
So I think Ojan hits the car ahead here. No, it's the car behind Ojan.
Yeah, it's that. Oi, 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 that.
Could be Joey Island who has caused that. And that will definitely be a penalty per Island. I didn't see any.
Yeah, that was. I mean, yeah, first time at Daytona. That's how I see that move. I mean, Constantine is there every time. Like, I have never done Daytona where it doesn't Constantine there on the first lap. You lift, you make it through the corner. You don't shuffle right and brake release.
And the message to the drivers beforehand, expects a lot of checkups into T1, especially on the inside line. The track now has a lot through T2 and 3, so leave space there. Expect more checkups into the 2 hairpins.
Yeah, it always does, because we've got to have 1 2 wide ahead, and it's so slow getting around the right-hander. And then the Constantina is quite bad.
So what is our lead pack then? It looks like it goes all the way down to Maroc, with Neeb struggling to keep tabs, but these guys are all in the fight. Not that you necessarily want to be P7 going on to the last lap. I don't think you fancy your chances there, as the Sialfi and Wiebelhaus are battling. Wiebelhaus only 3.8 seconds off the lead. Do you think Wiebelhaus could sort of slingshot his way past each of these drivers into the lead pack, or is he going to lose too much time?
Yeah, I think Wiebelhaus can get up to P7. Caracalis going to be very difficult to pass. If Caracalis passed Carter.
Sialfi not fighting that one too much, wisely so.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you know what you're doing and you're in draft, you can absolutely cook it. One slowdown and all of it's undone. You know, Wiebelhaus is very quick. I've seen him compete at the tippity top in officials, actually. So I was really impressed.
We were saying before how Ireland's likely going to get a penalty. That will only be after this race meeting is complete. It won't apply to who gets through to the top 12. So he's currently only 1 spot out. If he gets through to the A final, he will get through to the A final, no problem. He will.
Where was this Bjorklund early in the season? Yeah. I know he's a quick guy, but it's almost like this season.
Well, we picked him to win the title, right? In the Prams, I think.
Yeah, just got off to a very understated, like just not a impressive start. Oof.
Oh, Julian Ojan with his 2nd incident in this race. He got caught up in that lap 1 mess.
I'm not sure from that angle.
It could be France. No, it wasn't French shop, sorry.
Too hard to tell who that was on.
Could be Zoltnage, I think, maybe on the inside.
All right, let's see. So there is Spate. I don't know.
Sulks being able to pull away on this lap.
That won't mean nothing. 4/10 is nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Well, everyone's the chain sort of expanded a little bit. I thought maybe Caracalis had dropped off, but now Caracalis is in the draft well of Maroc, and Wiebelhaus is in the draft as well. So he just needs to keep picking one of these drivers off each lap, and we could potentially see Wiebelhaus even on the podium. I wouldn't totally rule out that. It's now past Neeb.
18 positions. He did this at, where was his last quali ban? Imola?
I think this is his first one. He wasn't around at Imola, right?
Well, he definitely had to make up a lot of positions.
I guess Rhoda
maybe he was just taken out. Maybe it was just a recovery race. I think it was in the B final.
Oh, Monza, wasn't it? Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, he had to overtake all the cars.
Yeah. Yeah, got wiped out by his teammate, didn't he, in his heat, and left him with a lot to do for the rest of the evening. There goes Wick past Ireland, so currently the top 12 are basically all in a train, and then all 12 of them will go through to the A final, and these guys are battling for pole position in the B final. Of course, probably this circuit more than any other for the whole season. If you can get through to the A final, take it, because even if you're on pole in the B final and you're a quick driver, isn't necessarily a guaranteed spot like it is pretty much every other circuit.
Yes, indeed.
Shop seemingly with a bit of an issue. He's down to 19th now. Getting very close there. You can see Pedrick trying to recover some places. Pedrick might still get into the top 12 here. Don't totally rule it out. He could definitely get to the front of this train, and then he just requires one issue for the top 12.
There's Beaverhouse has created a bit of a gap behind. Just trying to see if that's draft broken or not. Yeah, it is. So Pascal is going to be the front of that train now for the P12 position. So 9 through 13.
Mistake for Maroc, and he's not going to be able to cover it off, and Beaverhouse will bump draft Caracaulis past. Same mistake there for Maroc. A little bit of a slide for Caracaulis. Will Maroc send this back? I don't think he's going to have much grip on the outside here, so I think he'll have to back out again. Bjorklund has got ahead of Orpendorfer, but Orpendorfer's not giving up on it. Or is this Orpendorfer, sorry, trying to make the move? And, well, Bjorklund's done brilliantly there to hold on to P3.
Very experienced move there. But this pack is you just got to be smart, have good racecraft, because you, like you said, the difference between right now 2nd and 6th is how smart are you for the next 2.5 minutes.
Do you think Gazer is backing up through the infield so that he doesn't catch Sulks too early on the oval? I feel like that might be a good tactic. Otherwise, he'd have to either go for the move or...
Yeah, Sulks might just be quick in the infield. Remember, the infield will separate the faster drivers. Like, you can't just use this turbo boost and stay in draft. So he might just be significantly quicker in the infield. But no, I know what you're saying. It does make a little bit of sense, but you're also the most vulnerable in the infield because there's no draft. We had look at this train.
Imagine what it's going to be like in the A final, right? If everyone gets through, frankly, it could be any race as long as they get through the first lap. I think that was a mistake there for Orpendorfer, who's got a slowdown, and they cost him bad back at Le Mans, and they're going to cost him bad here as well. And,
yeah, if he doesn't hang on to the back of that train, he'll be in pain. I think he's going to be fine. Yep, looks like he is still on, although the guy behind does have a run. Let's see.
Yeah, I wonder how hard Whale will fight this one necessarily. These guys trying to push themselves back up to the rear. Here comes Whale. As Weberhaus has got past, oh, there's been a little bit of contact, and Karts has lost out, and now they're going to go 3 wide. And there was some good lifting from one of the drivers there to...
yeah, it might be good
them all. And Bjorklund's made contact now with Sulks, and our leader's gone. And how on earth has Bjorklund done that from P3?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Maybe he has taken out our leader.
Maybe a defensive move.
And Weberhaus is now up to 2nd place. This could be.
Oh, so Bjorklund got through.
So Bjorklund got up into 2nd position, and then he got scared. He got spooked.
He essentially tried to cover with a block on the inside and miscalculated. Yeah, I mean that would have been. He was blocking. He reacted to the guy behind.
So this is the last lap now, and I mean it's rare that you see a last to first, but this might be what we're about to witness because Finn
quali ban to first. Yeah, he can
within 10 minutes has gone from 26th on the grid and he's now just got one more car to overtake.
The leader's backing up.
B.
Does Weeble know what to do? You would think so. Yeah, he does. Yep. GG's.
There's going to be no defense here for Gazer as Weeble starts to gain, and the slipstream is going to be overwhelming. The momentum is going to be overwhelming, and the driver with a quali ban, he starts from 26th on the grid, takes the lead on the run to the line, and what a drive from Finn Weeble to win Heat 1 at Daytona. Wow.
See, this is why I didn't want to spoil it on the pre-show on does he know what to do. But yeah, Weeble was just like, I'm going to wait, mate. I'll wait after you, and I'm just going to wait. I don't want to be too close. Perfectly executed. Wow. Yeah. Ironically, Bjorklund, it wasn't just a mistake. It was the blocking to maintain second that caused the big incident.
Yeah, because
he was fine. He was like, they were on different lines. Everything was fine. P3 went for a late inside move, and Bjorklund reacted and locked up and went straight on.
Yeah, and it wasn't just the movement across, was it? It was the fact that he let off the brake in order to give himself a little bit more performance and sent him into back. So here was the initial move. Good job from Lewis to find this one. And so actually it was a mistake then, I guess, from Mirochi. Yeah, just gets on that outside line.
So yeah, lovely move for P2. And I say this was all fine and fair. I don't even think Bjorklund was going for the lead here. But it was this he reacted, unless he picked up a knock there.
No, he definitely let off the brake and then...
Yeah, awful.
To cover it off. So that'll be obviously a penalty for Bjorklund. And yeah, wow.
Yep. So Postrup, was he able to recover that? I didn't actually see where he finished, but obviously he was caught up in the mess. So was a few other big names.
So our grid then for Heat 2.
Someone's driving around.
I think our timing may be a bit broken, so we may have to restart our live timing. And hopefully we'll be able to resolve it before we go live for Heat 2 of the evening.
Unless someone's just going around.
Yes, we will see if we can fix those issues. Here we go. Oh yeah, it's a rolling start, so yeah, there's no pressure there.
No pressure, plenty of time.
I don't know if Lewis can actually... we'll see the grid in a second. So, yeah, Sawyer on the pole position. I don't know if Joe Islands... I don't know if it's just our screen glitching out. Was that... Oh, Island was in the last one, of course. Yeah. He made his presence known to the other drivers. So it's Sawyer at the top of this one. I think we might be able to bring our grid up just quickly to show the standings for this one. There it is, ahead of Koenig and Granez and Co. Watson down in 16th.
Talman, Rogers, Twinkle. This is going to be a fun one.
So in this race, it's actually impossible for anyone to gain as many places as Weeble did because there's one less drivers in this race. So Weeble has got that record under wraps. So in the lead then, it is Elias Sawyer. Koenig, interesting, just with his nose ahead at the moment, he will have to back out of that one because he doesn't want to lead across the line. But here comes Sawyer, and away we go. So poor start for, I think it was Granez who left quite a big gap, but he will maintain P3, it looks like. The chassis car's going to try to go round the outside. Oh, there's a car on the inside there. Lucas Telman really risking it by going through wide. But thanks to the other drivers for making a bit of space, he's been able to get through cleanly.
Yeah, good start so far. As long as there's no calamities here. Nicely done, boys. Yeah, it's nice to see Talman back on track.
And he's getting 3 places there. He's still alongside Ziegler, who's on our outside right now. And he's clear as well. Great start for Lucas Telman.
Yeah, he's the big shaker. Up 3, Rogers up 2.
Are we going to see the same as last time? There were a couple of drivers wide through the kink.
No, Rogers made that stick. He's up 2 positions. Looks like he'll get the inside here. And Lars is up 4 because he had the quali ban, right? So he's got it all to play for. So Lars is the one to watch for the long-term gains.
Mistake there for David Granes, who's now dropped behind mate Lampert.
Oof, they're going to cluster up into the bus stop. It's all about being smart. Or a bunch of 2 wides on lap 1.
Oh, someone's very wide.
Yeah.
That's really going to hold them all up, but there's issues further back. Pindal's in the middle of the track, and they've all done well to avoid.
Aye, guys. Like, aye. You know, you could pull over to the side, slow down, grab a Costa and rejoin, and you're still fine. As long as you maintain the draft, you're fine. 2 wide.
Oh, Sawyer's rounds.
What the hell?
And,
he's
well,
out.
there's going to be a speeding pen now for him, so...
I was hoping he was on the main... What? You don't usually pick up a big spin from a draft.
So Lampert now with the lead ahead of Granes. And I'm not even sure who it was who was it who triggered that? Was it Lampert who...
Can we get a... Yeah, maybe the pusher was pushed. I'm not sure. Very strange incident for Porsche Cups to spin themselves like that with bump drafting.
So yeah, you can see the speeding pen for, so maybe an unsafe pit entry as well. So he'll be held for 40 seconds. He'll finish last in this race. What a shame.
Oh,
and yeah, there it was. Was it Christian Nieb? Sorry, it was next. Or David Koenig, sorry, it was who made that contact.
they're both just, well, probably not on Sawyer, but if you're going to push on a corner like this, man, please have smooth hands. Look, all this, this is forgiven on the straight, but you can't be doing all that low, high nonsense on the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey Alan, I was hoping that was the main, when I saw Elias go round and sort of recover straight, I actually for a split second thought he was on the main straight and was like, oh, okay, he's fine. And I realised he is down pit road.
So Watson with a meatball flag.
Oh, he's having quite the season.
And I think that car's still crabbing, isn't it? So yeah, he's coming to the pits. Oh wait, actually he won't get disqualified, so he may as well just limp around actually and see what he can do. Oh my goodness,
Watson's
3 wide.
Completely sandwiched.
And yeah, probably the inside car probably should have left more space there. I don't think there was anything that the outside 2 could have done.
Let me see.
Yeah, inside car's got to leave more space there.
Well, it's a straight. They made contact on the straight, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you can't leave 2 car widths. You got to leave 2 car widths.
No,
and a
I'm
bit.
on the inside. The corner goes left. I'm braking straight,
It's your
mate.
responsibility not to.
No, I didn't hit you. I didn't turn. I didn't do anything. I'm driving straight. I'm proper chilled. The corner goes left. If you guys want to turn into me, I don't know.
Well, I can't wait for you to join one of our leagues and me to just send you to the back of every single quiz this season.
There was definitely no intent there. If you're going to try and late break, join the oval 3 wide, then yeah, all of you need to think about it. All 3 of you.
So Dubrell with a great point score right now as an amateur driver. He's up there in 7th place. I don't think any of the amateurs got through in Heat 1, as far as I recall. Trinkle as well, actually getting through as an amateur.
And we saw Weeble House, like you can just lift out of that 3 wide, slow for 7/10 of a second, and it matters not. If you're quicker than the guy in front, so easy to pass, like stupidly easy.
Well, let's see what Tellman can do here, because Tellman might just go straight past the pair of these guys.
I think his run's not perfectly timed.
Yeah.
Timing is super difficult with the strength of the draft.
Kappel's gone for the... Oh, Lucas! No, Lucas.
Yeah. It was...
Oh, well, someone spun round. That was Fish who spun round. I think Granes might have to take some responsibility there. Fish actually managing to get back going again, though. But that was a bad move from Lucas.
It was overly opportunistic and not very well executed, yeah.
I think he got spooked by oh, someone's trying to overtake me on the outside. I've got to go for it on the inside now. And he didn't need to go for it on the inside.
Will Conan get a penalty for... I mean, there are stewards. Every protest is looked at. The stewards look at, you know, incidents and everything, so... But
only post-event, though.
We are just humble commentators.
So it was, he sees the car on the outside, and yeah, can't be doing that at Daytona.
No, that was poor.
And then, what happened after this?
Strange choice to go forward. It was a strange choice to go. I mean, obviously he's not clear-headed. Like, it's not like he's chilled.
So here it was then for Fish. Was he the one who got caught up? Because you're going to see a car here.
Oh, no, it sounded like he lost it.
Well, there was a car, I think it was the orange car who hit him. I think he had
I don't think it had anything to do with Granez, is what I mean.
So North up into 3rd position now.
But suppose, like, if I was the steward, would Conan get a penalty for sending Sawyer to the Shadow Realm?
Yes, I think.
It wasn't the best bump drafting. If you are going to bump draft on the oval like that, you need to have smooth hands. And I mean, Sawyer wasn't the straightest either. He did actually drop onto the yellow and come back up and all of this, but it's definitely not Sawyer's fault. It was the same at Monza. Like, I only wanted to be pushed by someone who, well, can push. Not many people can push.
Well, of course, it's Daytona 500 this weekend, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
And so, yeah, drivers maybe getting a bit of practice in for that. So we've got one more lap to go after this one. And, well, who's in play? Lampert leading the way, Tellman in 2nd place. Tellman up 7, Lampert up 3. North behind them up 5. We've got Gutsch up 6. Vatzik up 11, but still outside of the advancing spots a bit. Not game over when it comes to that, really. Steve Clay's actually having a pretty good time, but up there in 9th place. But the few drivers behind him will be harassing him to try to drop him outside the top 12. You can see those pro drivers, Kozo currently out, Granez, Watson, and our Paulson to Sawyer.
I'm in P5. I'd love to be the person that picked him. Oh, wait, that was me.
I don't know what this call was for Andre Tabora, but it's pulled out for you.
Yeah, happy days.
So here comes the run.
Got the pushing the push up, yeah.
The Brower into the back.
When you're pushing and you're being pushed, it's very difficult.
Oh, so Kappel went too wide. That was that slowdown you were talking about before, right?
Yeah, it's awful. Well, no. Yeah, how can I put this? The slowdown's awful. We should have never been using it. I hated the advent of when that started to become a thing. Hated it.
Well, Kappel served it potentially unfairly. I'm just going to put that out there because it seemed to pick very early for the corner, which you shouldn't really be doing when it comes to serving a slowdown. But now at least
there might not have been an opportunity. Like if they were too wide, people in front. Like sometimes there isn't an opportunity to serve it.
But yeah, they are all part of a long old train. So this is for the last spot, and Kozo getting up into the top 12 now because he had a setback earlier on, did Kozo, and he's been making his way up. I think he was outside the top 15 at one point, but he's in there now, and he's got a draft from the cars ahead, so he could well be safe, and that could be our top 12 settled. But out in the lead, Mate Lampert versus Tailman versus North. Maybe Kappel and De Bruyne still with a chance as well. Who is going to back it up? Tailman backs it up here. Has Lampert got a good enough run? Well, it's over 0.4 of a second.
Let's see.
He could have a chance.
If Talman even gets a knock from North, which he hasn't yet, I think Talman's left it a bit late.
Talman moving out a little bit there. Now, there's no point in the draft. And Lampert is going to win this race then. North is going to take 2nd position right on the line, gets past Tailman.
Talman just left too much, probably like half a tenth, 3/4 of a tenth, too much.
Clays did get through, got beat by Colin, and Kozo actually managed to get Trinkle as well, but Vatzik misses out on the top 12. Still makes up points in the championship, at least for him. And Sawyer
good race.
already crossing the line, a lap down after his pit lane infraction. And Watson will be the last to cross the line.
This will be the spiciest race, this one. Because
we've got more than 6 pros in this race and only 6 can get through.
Yeah, this is going to be fireworks. I'm excited for this race. I'm glad I'm not a steward.
So it's Ireland who will be visited by the stewards later on because he caused the lap 1 wreck.
Lars, who had a quali ban.
Last he had a quali ban. Wick had a bit of a quiet time actually, didn't he? Then it was Frisch and Putzek, championship leader, of course, in the AMs, who I feel like has got through to every A final he's in every round he's competed in, so might not happen today though. Hodgson in 6th place. Best of luck to him. I don't think he's got through to an A final yet, but he's come close a few times. I think he will find it very tough from there. Then it's Luke Blow, who really needs big points tonight to keep his championship hopes alive. Deman Pedrick in 9th place. He's the top of the pro drivers. Then it's Miller, Gossai, Burkhart, Shop, Rogers, Sheffield, Pindal, Vizendi, Naj, and then we get into some big names. Horg, Granez, another pro driver, Drew Hayes, Beemont, Postrup down there, Watson down there, Blair, who needs a big results for his amateur championship, Sawyer in 26th place, and Ogen down 27th.
Yeah. Absolute fireworks. This is going to be a fun race.
I'm going to go absolute rogue here, and I'm going to put, I think, 3 of those 4 drivers, including the amateur driver, or Blair, I'm going to go. So I'm going to go Watson, Postrup, Sawyer, Blair, and then it was Pedrick who was further up the order, right?
Yeah.
And one of the other ones. I'm not quite sure. Maybe Sam Frisch seemed to have good pace in that one.
Yeah, we've got some big names. This is going to be fun. Obviously, it's last chance to get through to the final.
And of course, it's a tricky decision as well for some of these drivers. Do you go for the move or do you hold back? Because with those pros approaching behind, you can't afford to just sit behind, especially in a 14-minute race. There's extra time.
There's nowhere to hide, though. If there's a pro 9 positions behind you, 3rd and 1st, there's no difference.
Yeah.
We saw Weberhouse. It's just inevitable. If you're faster, the draft is so opportunistic here. And they've got a bit better racecraft and how to set it up. Like, you see some drivers, they're quite quick, but they have no idea about the timing of the draft. They're meeting the car too early, typically, and then, yeah.
So, 14 minutes for this B final. Joey Ireland on pole position.
Hopefully they've got the fuel right.
He holds it for a long, long time. And it's not a great launch for Ireland, but with that
No, it's really poor. I think he actually went on green.
And some of the drivers behind went far, far earlier, and it's going to cause a lot of 3 wides heading into T1.
Yeah, we've got some 3 wides back there, that's for sure. All through clean, but now it tightens up. And there's our first.
And several drivers will pick up damage. I think a lot of them will, well, some of them will continue on. But with some nose damage.
It's madness to me. Like I said.
And I think Ireland got involved in something there, right?
Ireland was leading.
Ireland is now down to 12th position, 13th position. So Ireland getting involved somehow.
Someone's screaming karma out the window.
The man is up 6 places into 2nd position. You can see how scattered the field is
David
now.
Granez with a meatball. So, from bad to worse.
And round goes Blow, and he's, well, forgive me,
blown
but he's blown it.
Sorry, I got there, I had it. I had to.
Forgive David.
Yeah, absolutely. That's over.
Sawyer, though, managed to get through all that fairly well, and he's up into 12th position. Watson up 14 places, Sawyer up 14 places, Ogen up 12. Blair got through as well. Oh, and there's more contact, and Sawyer is, well, if he got bump draft badly in race 1, he's bump draft someone badly there, and he's...
Sawyer's something's wrong, he missed the corner.
Yeah. I wonder if he's just a rush to the head.
If we can have a look at the Sawyer instant there. Wait, yeah, is it slow down?
Yeah, slow down for him. Wick with a slow down, and a couple of others as well. So, our top 6 have broken away. Hodgson's got through and all that. He's in 6th place. Miller up into 7th. There's quite a gap back, but Watson looking pretty good now in 10th place. I think you'd back Watson to make it through from here. Unless the top 6 can all be dragged along by Lars Batzek.
Bag last season, Watson, to make it through. This season, Watson, I'm sorry. I love what Adam, but I'm not putting money on him yet.
So sorry with a black flag, I guess, for not serving a slowdown, and that is end of the road for Elias. So second place in the championship. He's scoring next to no points today. There was the contact then, and Ireland totally wiped out.
I mean,
was it by Kenneth Wick, maybe? I don't think so. I don't think it
was in a certain corner. The 3 wides, it's remarkable. It's remarkable to me how much the draft is worth to the intelligence level. It
was all sort of caused by Ireland's start, right? It sort of caused all the...
Well, he's allowed to go on green. It's not ideal because his reaction, even from the green, wasn't great. Well, because we saw how people...
But yeah, that was always going to happen at that point, wasn't it? And,
yeah, 100%.
None of them can react in time.
Some people there looking very penalty rich for absolutely just NASCARing through it.
Here's how Watson got through it. Yeah, so he'll have a bit of damage, but it's come off better than most.
Safe on the grass, that's wise. Yeah, I mean, the draft is so powerful. All you got to do is survive, not 3 wide. Just roll. It's 14 minutes.
And I mean, this is part of the reason as well why I hate this circuit as well, because that T23 is so unnecessary for it to even exist. And yet it just is a nightmare in those situations.
The addition of 3D curbs made the whole area about 1.5 meters narrower.
Yeah.
Especially on cold tyres. Like, you know, you can't be smacking that thing when one of your tyres or 2 tyres is a little bit cold. Because by the time you come back down, you lose control of the car. Yeah,
most of the incidents nowadays through there are drivers launching over it and then understeering into the other driver. So you can sort of criticise them for not affording more space if they afford too much space.
You're definitely right. Since 3D curbs, it's got too narrow.
So Hodgson has lost the draft, and that could have been his. Well,
no, he's 1-1. He's 1-1. He's okay. 1-1. If he joins the straight with 1-1, oh no, he's 1-3. Reef, and they're all in a train. Yeah, he's gone.
Watson not really making up much time, I think, at the moment. Maybe that damage is costing him more than I initially thought. He was 4/10 slower than the leaders that last time out, but that could be because of traffic. Posture trying to keep his championship hopes alive in P11. Needs to gain a few places. We don't know how much damage he's got.
Shame about Sawyer. What a race. He got killed from bump drafting and then killed someone with bump drafting. It looked like it all went wrong after that. See ya. Where are you going though, mate?
Slowdown for Wick, which is good news for Hodgson and Miller. Creates an even bigger gap now between Hodgson and the P8 driver of Gio Sheffield.
Here we go. Gonna have a nice 3 wide T1.
These guys are going to work. Oh!
Why is the guy coming up?
Why did they come up?
What are you going up for? Please, whoever you are, never push me in a race.
Was that Kenneth Wick again? Yeah, I think it was Wick who caused the issue as well with Ireland earlier on. So Wick, usually quite an under-the-radar driver, but I think he's made a few enemies today. Or was it Sorry, was it Sheffield? Sorry. No, I think Wick.
I'm not sure.
No, it was Wick. Sorry, I was getting confused. I think it was Wick then who hit Ireland on that one. So, yeah, not a good B final for him. As Pedrick making his way through the order, got past Putzek earlier on in the lap. He's now got past Deman. He's got 1 more to go. And he'll book himself 25th on the grid for...
The only reason I didn't say anything with the Ireland incident, because in that corner he killed 5 cars in his heat.
Well, it was the next corner, to be fair.
Oh, was it? But same.
So you're saying he shouldn't get a penalty now for Heat 1?
Oh, no, he should, yeah. Because it is the innocent bystanders, that's the problem. Lars with quali ban to recovery race pole, P1 at the moment.
Yeah, but the other guy got a quali ban, won his heat. So, yeah, I mean, technically there's a 50% chance of winning the race if you've got a quali ban. So I don't really know what Batsik is playing at, to be honest.
And obviously, I'm pretty sure Petrik's going to win this anyway, or if he cares.
Yeah.
He might just be like, please no one touch my car.
I think Lars is smart enough. Watson's got a slowdown, and that might be his chances of getting through gone.
Another slowdown. Wait, it disappeared for a second there, didn't it?
Maybe it was because of the red, maybe, I don't know. Oh, wow, this is a long sailing, isn't it? Still serving it.
Like I said, I'm a massive Adam fan. But last season, Adam would have got through.
Yeah.
Is it top 10 that gets through?
Top 6.
Oh, okay. Bye then.
What did you think the green meant?
Yeah, I hadn't even noticed it. Thank you. I hadn't noticed it.
Mark Fletcher saying,
Hey,
come
Mark.
on, Mr. Watson. I assume that was before he got the slowdown. Here's the move from Pedrick.
I think Mark is also altitude.
Yeah, long time. I'm not sure, team manager. I assume, Mark, you're still the
You're
team
right,
manager
of course, he
Altitude.
runs the team. Yeah.
We'd love to see you back out on track, Mark. I remember the good old, I think it was ARA GT, as Deman has an off. And Deman was up in the top 6. He was 3rd, was Deman. And he had Putuk behind him until Putuk decided to go for a move.
Oh.
Now, I think I've been quick to blame a few drivers, but I'm hesitant to blame Putuk for that one because...
I'd need to see the chopper.
Yeah. Was it too late or was it telegraphed enough?
He never really got alongside, but
I think
Demand
he's
didn't.
all right.
Yeah, I mean, Demand didn't make that easy on him. This isn't Formula One. There's no apex claiming. It was late. He didn't get enough of the apex, but he also was a physical object and Demand came over.
I mean, Demand had a couple of years to react to that one, I would say.
Correct. Doesn't make it right. Like, I hate that style of racing. The late poke my nose.
Yeah.
Look at me. But still, don't kill yourself over it.
So Wiley Blair actually had a really good start, hasn't really made up too many places since then. As Postrup versus Miller, and I don't fancy Miller's chances here.
Yeah, Postrup's not had the best day, though. Obviously, we know he's quick enough.
And Watson could still get through in this.
Come on,
Because
Adam.
he will be catching up to these guys. Wick, who's obviously made a few enemies, he's in play as well.
Adam carrying that damage. I mean, mental damage from the season. Also the car damage.
To his mental health.
Yeah. It's not been his season, poor guy.
And look at the others as well, getting to the back of this one. Sheffield as well. Blair still, a small chance. I'm rooting for Wiley Blair. I did say that he would get through into the top 6, which was a wild call for an amateur who started outside the top 20, but thought he might go with Postrup and Pedrick and Co.
What lap is it? So, I mean, there's not...
3 to go at the end of this one. Here comes Pedrick. He's not wasting any time, is he? Oh, sorry, Postrup. He's not wasting any time.
No.
Oh, it's not worth it, guys. It's not worth it.
Yeah,
They're
I'm
going
not
to have an
sure.
awful run, and
I'm not
Watson's
sure.
got a great chance now.
I don't know why Miller left it in there and Sheffield picked up a slowdown with all those slow people in front.
Yeah, Sheffield's really compromised that one.
It's going to give Adam a nice run. Adam...
Well, yeah, they need to go up and catch up to Postrup again. Up draft, here we go. You can't use the apron, you can't use the apron, you can't use the apron, you can't use the apron. And people who question why you can't use the apron, that's an example of it. The man must have ended up in the pit lane. Whoa. Well, they were told before the event, and yeah. I mean, and obviously Watson is in the fault there, but also a driver seemingly came down on him as well. And it's Wick on the outside who may be squeezed, and poor old Postrup.
The guy who was serving his slowdown in all that?
He was behind them all.
He was,
Sheffield, yeah. So Sheffield, well, it works out well for Sheffield. Well, Sheffield actually still down in P9, so Wick got through all of that. How did Postrup how is Postrup still running? Postrup like smashed into the wall and just kept going. So Postrup might still get through, and I hope he does do. I wonder if we could get one more replay. I am curious if
was
Wick
it Wick and Sheffield?
caused it. Did Wick come down here? I don't think Wick did anything wrong, and then you can see their Postrup, one a hit against the wall, another hit
Postrup
against the wall.
just decided to ignore the damage. Don't worry about it.
Turn on the wiper.
Let's see if we can see if it was Wick or Kenneth, because they're both blue liveries, right? I don't know if they're teammates, but their liveries are very similar.
Oh, it was definitely Wick. It was definitely Wick on the outside.
Wick's the guy we saw
kill.
Struggling to stay low the last...
Yeah. Yeah, that's sort of why I'm thinking. Like, did he come down?
He did.
Yeah, I think that is Wick's fault.
Yeah, I mean, you'd already boxed him in. Like, you've done the job.
Oh, he's got to slow down now.
You didn't need to put the lid on the box.
Well, the good news from all of this mess is that Postrup is in the top 6. Because of all those drivers, he was definitely the one who wasn't at fault there. And hopefully he does get through to the top 6. We might still have 2 more laps to... No, I think this is the last... I don't know if it is. This might be the last lap. Devan with the black flag. We might just not serve it to the end. Take the 40 seconds.
That's Joey Ireland.
Ireland round again.
I like Ireland. I've been rooting for him since round 2. He was my pick a lot of times. Been a week to forget though for Joey, unfortunately.
Mark in chat saying Watson's a Fletcher's office. I think that is right. The drivers were told before the event you are not allowed to go under the yellow.
You wait till Mark sees Joey's move on race 1. Oy, oy, oy.
Speaking of Joey, comfortably in the lead. Looks like these guys have sussed it out. These are 3 very responsible drivers, to be fair. Hodgson looks like he's going to get through, and I'm a big fan of that. Jason is a bit of a...
Can Postrup, though, with that damage? I don't know. Ollie, might be worth to watch Ollie. I don't know if he can...
Yeah, Wick's gone round, and, well, that caps off an awful B final for Kenneth Wick, who I think will likely have a quali ban for next week. Fitch has gone past, and that is the check flag, so we didn't quite get the lap in. I thought we might do. But it looks like those top 3 are settled. Hodgson is going to get P5. He is through into the A5. Congratulations to him. Postrup, deservedly so, gets into 6th place, and Blair misses out by 1 place. So from the back.
To sum up, like the issues we had on lap 1 there, Postrup managed to pull off a 360, smash into the wall, P6. So guys need to just think. The draft was so strong. All those stupid 3 wides were not... Like, it was unfathomable that you were risking. All you had to do was park up 7/10. Oh, and that's end of Wick's day. He really wanted that big run to the finish. Yeah, he pulled a 360 and used the wall to stop himself spinning and carried on, P6.
And who knows where he'll finish. Obviously, we saw Rebel House win from 26th earlier on today. As we go...
Entertaining, though, isn't it? This Fortnite mode?
I mean, unfortunately, I know that a lot of the judges will be very frustrated with some of the racing today. Unfortunately, unfortunately, that's going to be the case for a lot of the drivers who unfortunately have had their races compromised. And I guess that's why the Porsche Cup Series often doesn't come to Daytona, because you have racing like this, especially with the draft mod, as you identified right from the get-go. There it is at the moment, because we still have the biggest field of the evening to go. But there are the results so far, and I think race 1 in the end actually was the calmest of all of them. At least once we got into the mix, it was quite clean. Albeit, of course, we did have the Ireland issue in lap 1.
Entertaining. I'm looking forward to the feature race. Obviously, I think the top lot, it will be better executed. They know what needs to be done. It's a slightly longer race format. Let's see.
And I mean, obviously, I always say this often when we do this format to PESC. If they want to take this format, we haven't got the IP for it. It is free to use for anyone on iRacing. Obviously, PESC have been to Daytona themselves, right?
Correct.
It's not as interesting as this.
No, but they didn't have the draft model like this.
They didn't have the draft model like this. Yeah, if they want to take this format, then they should do. Patrick there. In the end, I saw it was Putsick actually finished 2nd place. I think I missed Putsick passing Vatsick at the end. Not that it counts for any points. And we've seen so far, grid position doesn't matter too much, but you can see there the pros. Gran is missing out, Watson missing out, and Sawyer. This will be Sawyer's drop score. Sawyer's results this season have been so consistent.
I know.
98 points, 130 points, 103 points, 112 points, 109 points.
Yeah.
And today he will score 35, something like that. I'm not even exaggerating. Like, that is what he'll score. And of course, they do get a drop score, so that's it's very much still.
The
in the
irony is, what killed
battle.
him led to him then in reverse not getting through.
Sure. Yeah.
The push.
And of course, Joe Pedrick, championship leader, getting through in that B final, his heat was so bad for himself. This might well be his drop score. So I might gain points in the championship. Postrup, obviously, with a very bad day, he's third place in the championship. So our top 3 in the pros championship were all in the B final there.
Postrup has the chance to fix it, or we know if you're fast, you can get through. But yeah, I mean, Wiebelhaus is going to be starting pole, or was he in heat 2? He'll be starting second.
Wiebelhaus will be starting pole.
A pole, wow. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
But yeah, I didn't realize just how crazy it was. So yeah, Pedrick. So 4 of our top 5 were in the B final in the Pro Championship there. Granez didn't get through, and Sora didn't get through. So 2nd and 5th in the Pro Championship out already before we even get to the A final. Opens the door for the likes of Miroch, who did very well in his first race. Orbendorfer, he had a couple of slowdowns that let him down. So yeah, it is going to be very upside down. Shout out, by the way, to Apex Racing Academy. And thanks to them for sponsoring this series. Of course, do make sure to check out their dates pack so you can get a bronze, silver, or gold subscription by heading over to apexracing80.com and get setups for these cars. We also have weekly group coaching sessions, which are part of your subscription, whether you're any level of membership, as long as you're subscribed to the Porsche Cup car, then you can take part on them on a Monday night. They're very useful piece of payment, giving you all the tips for how to get some extra pace in the car. So our grid then for the A final, and it is Wiebelhaus on pole, head of Lampert. Gazer then, who's got a great chance of bringing himself right back into championship contention today.
Great start for Aiden Carter, MP5 and Pro-Am.
Yes. Yes, North Carter, Tailman. Sorry, it's Miroch who's got a great chance of bringing himself back into championship contention. Then it's Kappel, Karakaulis, De Brouwer with big points all for the AMs. Orbendorfer, Gutsch, Whale, Koenig, Neeb, Zegray, Sialfi, Colin, Zombor, Clays, Sulk. Watch out for him. He was very quick, of course, in his in qualifying. Then it's Kozo, Bjorkland, Trinkle, Pedrick with points to recover a bit. He can sort of throw a lot at this one because this will be his drop score likely anyway. Putzek, Vatsik, Frisch, Hodgson, and Postrup at the back. Another Joe who can sort of throw at it. And, well, it's dark now. The floodlights are on. And still a little bit of light, but it will pretty much be completely dark by the end of this 18 minutes.
Game time.
It's a lot of cars. Hopefully they're patient.
Yep. Yep. There's one guy there just got to slow down. Definitely got to slow down. Obviously, it's pretty easy to serve right now. But he's out there learning. He's out there learning.
So 3 crazy races already today, as we anticipated. Who is going to take the big points? Who's going to bring themselves back into championship contention? There's a lot at stake here going into the A final. And on pole position, it is Finn Wiebelhaus, who brings us to the green flag. Tellman with a big launch there. And the teammates will swap position, I think, straight away as Lampert and Granez head down into T1. Apologies, Lampert and Gazer head down into T1. Tellman with a strong start, but got forced onto the outside, wasn't able to do a whole lot with it. And we'll see if there's too much too wide further back.
And he moves all too wide. Hammond holding the inside there. Oh, he's gone deep. It's going to cost him 2 positions. Looks like we're all getting through. It's nice to see the lights on.
And so far, all of our front runners keeping it clean as Whale goes a little bit wide. He'll try to get that one stopped, so try not hit Orbendorfer on the outside.
I always forget how grippy iRacing grass is nowadays. I mean, that would have been death before, because you just rejoin the track sideways.
Wiebelhaus would have somehow been involved in that back in the old grass model. He would have been wiped out.
Right, exciting start.
Yeah, they got through the infield the first time round, and I mean, this is what we want to see, because if we keep this up with how competitive this A final is, we could see the top 10, top 15 all in the draft for at least the first few minutes here. Bit of bump drafting going on between Gutsch and Karakaulis. We've got Orbendorfer just behind. Orbendorfer with a chance to make up some points in the championship tonight. As we've got someone across the grass, that's the 224, and that is Matthew Collins going to lose a lot of places.
Yeah, you don't want to slow down on this lap because even getting back into the field is hard enough. Pericles, they're working together or pushing a slow down?
Yeah, is that Gutsch on the outside? Orbendorfer needs to give the bump here. They're losing track of these front guys a little bit. But Gazer did get past Lampert then. You identified it straight away with a poor start for Lampert from that second place.
Yeah, absolutely sleeping.
Or maybe it was tactical, I don't know. Maybe he wanted his teammate to get past. Oh. Way over the 30 curbs. Postrup now with a slow down, and there's the driver. I think that was Postrup round. And he's round again. And some of the drivers are doing a valiant effort to try to avoid. I think it may be Olivier.
Let's see, I think Postrup. Was it Postrup? They're both orange. I'm not sure. It was definitely an orange car that went round on their own, and then...
Well, Postrup had the slowdown, and I wonder if he was maybe serving it in an interesting spot. Oh, he had as much space as he could there, Postrup. And once again, that dump T1, T2. And even the rejoin isn't bad either, and Trinkle is unlucky.
Great avoidance from the white car there. Yeah, Postrup did nothing wrong there. He was just... His rear left fender was nudged. He was staying out of the way, and shame. Pericles hasn't quite been as strong as, say, the first couple of rounds where he looked like he was going to be maybe the man to beat, right, early in the season?
I mean, he missed the last time out.
Okay.
Which is part of that.
Maybe that's one of the reasons.
But yeah, even the 2 rounds before that scored very low points. So.
But was it Interlagos? He looked legit fast.
Yeah. Yeah, and Le Mans as well.
Oh, Petrick with a... Where has he gone?
Well, definitely drop score now for Petrick. He would have had to have scored like a top 5 in order to recover it.
What is... Why is...
Way overshot it.
No. The guy in front was absolutely parked. I don't know why. Defo, the guy in front, was sleeping through the bus stop.
Lampert with a slowdown now, as Kim Wonjo Bjorklund taking a wide line. He will get a slowdown for that. Wiebelhaus holding onto the lead. Gazer's around the outside. And Gazer is through, managing to squirm through the tightest of margins. And he's going to have to probably cover this one off as well, because Wiebelhaus tries to send it back. Wiebelhaus goes into the back of him. Wiebelhaus goes on the inside.
Such an IRL driver move, that.
And Gazer's going to lose out more positions now.
Yeah. I've been to Daytona. I've watched the 24s.
And unlucky on the outside as well there is that Lucas Telman, Telman up the inside of Noth, who was really unlucky there to be forced on the outside 3 wide, left space nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, Wiebelhaus didn't even look like he was going to use the other lane. But, so they do it IRL. Still the draft train's there, though.
Carter with a slowdown. Bad news for Carter.
Yeah, I don't know. Poor Joey. I don't know what that car was doing, whether he had a slowdown, whether he was retiring, whether he was damaged, but he was 100 kph off into the bus stop and just driving awkward. And I think Joey just ended up on a rando line and hit the curb.
So the leader of the Pro-Ams is now Whale. He's going to score good points.
Gordon is showing Finn. I also know that move that you do. Just throwing it out there.
And now there's contact, and well, Kappel's got to try to survive in all of this. Telman might go into the back. Well, I mean, there's simply no way that Wiebelhaus is going to get to the end of the race at this point, because he is making such enemies with the Chessie esports drivers.
Yep.
And we've now got the top 10 separated by less than 2 seconds. And there's another bump, and well, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I'm not sure if that was Gazer going into the back or Wiebelhaus trying to back him up.
Yeah, I mean, the NDM spins are dangerous, so you really don't want to be the guy behind pulling it off. If there's any inputs, like any steering input in, it will settle down. Gordon's reminded Finn that, yeah, you're not special. We all know how to do that. Don't do it again. What can Orbendorfer do? Because he's shown good pace. He just had that. I mean, again, he's been plagued with slowdowns this season. I think, yeah, of his average position. Wow.
Okay, so Finn does back out of that one. Knows that he'll be able to get it back anyway. Oh, Finn makes a mistake. That's probably good for him, though. Gives him a bit more of a gap for him to get the slipstream into.
Yeah, Kappel's going to have a run, but I don't know if Kappel wants to be part of this.
So over 10 minutes to go in this race right now.
Oh, Bjork London's on by slowdowns back there.
Yeah, skipping the chicane. They're still not that far off the lead, still only 10 seconds off lead. There goes House back against Gazer, but Gazer's still got part of his car alongside. And now, I mean, that was a big, big push. And Gazer's going to go into the back. Kappel, is he going to be assassinated here? No, he survives.
All good. Kappel looks like he'll get that, P2. Kappel's going proper defensive, wants to hang on to it. Still 11 minutes to go. Look at this train, though. Anyone can win this.
Yeah. Well, I think it's going to be a big one, and it's sort of which side of the big one you're going to be, I think, when it happens. We could well have a, breakaway of 2 cars, I think, if there's a, third and fourth come together, for example.
Lots of Sozi boys in this. Going to be able to work together. What they... Yeah, scattered all over.
Tellman having to go defensive. Look at Whale making his way up through the order. Whale having a great time. They're up 4 places now from his race start.
But again, shout out to my pick in Andre De Bruyne. An AM ahead of all Pro-Ams. He's in 8th overall. That's huge points. Hopefully he can bring that to the finish, because he's P5, I think.
Yeah. Well, Hayden Partek, championship leader, still scoring good points in 19th as it stands.
And had a brilliant season.
Yeah, it's so consistent as Partek. And because he's got no margin for error as well, Partek, because his drop scores are missed round. So he has to perform, and he has been doing so today. Then we're going to have another change for the lead. Kappel might take the lead for the first time in this race.
I think he's a bit close.
Yeah, he's going to bump drafts.
Yeah, he's way too close. Gazer will have the run, but what does he do with it?
Well, I don't think Gazer's got a vendetta against Kappel necessarily, so I don't think he's going to go too aggressive against him. He's not going to find anything around there.
Nope. But you got to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Orbendorfer not making much progress at the moment. It is very, very tricky work. Whale, of course, championship leader in the Browns, going to extend his championship lead even further. I mean, this will be one hand on the trophy if he can maintain this position.
Orbendorfer went a bit deep there and made a bit of contact with the car on the inside, and it's cost him a position.
Sialfi on the grass. Can he rejoin safely?
No.
Okay, he's all right.
Yeah, it looked like him and Orbendorfer came together after Orbendorfer's contact. Well, it was only minor contact, but it put everyone out of position. Where is he? Sialfi 16th. Oof.
Like you said earlier on, a couple of years ago, that would have been wiped out.
Yeah. Crazy that you can rejoin with draft.
Tellman still in P5. He's sort of been there for the whole race. Miroch, of course, I need to remind myself of the points, but Miroch came into this round 4th place in the championship, nearly 100 points behind Joe Pedrick, but he will be making up points as it stands, as we've got an off for Hayden Partek, our amateur championship leader, and that is pretty much the biggest setback that Partek has had all season long, but it looks like the car is still clean. Let's see how it happened. He's got a chassis car on his inside, and Partek maybe not affording enough space, but did well to avoid the wall. Aiden Carter, after that slowdown, remember, he would be right up near the front had it not been for that, but he's not helping himself here either, and he cuts across the grass after picking up a bunch of wheel spin.
Yeah, that slowdown's a little bit delicate to serve. Let's see what he can manage there. Who's going to win this?
Wiebelhaus.
Wiebelhaus.
If Gazer was in 2nd place right now, I would say Wiebelhaus isn't going to the end. And that's not disrespect to Gazer, I just mean that Wiebelhaus and Gazer seem to hate each other.
So. Tellman will go for the win. if Gap Talman.
Yes.
Mate Lampert's had a really strong heat. He knows how to win. You wait for a line GP car to be put into the pit.
Looks like it's lap 190 of the Daytona 500 with the high line now. On NASCAR 3-4. Or 1-2, sorry. But they're controlling this well at the moment, are the top two.
Yep.
Again, I don't know if Gaze is going for the tactics of backing off through the infield so that he can sit safely in P3 until later on in the race. Or if he's just struggling a little bit through that section. But yeah, the time is sort of running out. If Telman and Mirach are going to win this race, they've got to start gaining pace, I feel like.
I love Kappel's webcam. He never moves. Look how still he is, always.
No, I mean, it's impressive, right?
Very impressive, very calm. Look at that. Barely looks like he's even putting input in the wheel.
Caracalus all
nice
over the place,
move.
and he goes wide. So Whale up into 9th position. Noth gets through as well.
That was really
Well read
by
another
Whale.
go here, and they're all straight to the inside. Does everyone get it stopped?
Nicely done. He'll run out of room though, and traction.
And now Albans is going to have Gutsch right on his tail. Top 12 actually have pulled away a bit. Still top 12.
Where are you going, mate?
2 seconds. Wales might lose one of those places, but he
I'll
holds
tell you,
on.
Wow was enjoying that line, to be honest. He doesn't mind.
Yeah.
That is not the first time. 2 years ago, that would have been, yeah. Oi. That was...
And that was a 3 wide for a second there.
I mean, Orbendorf, it worked out correct for him, to be honest. I think that was an awful dive and an awful rejoin.
Yeah, that's an awful rejoin. I don't know what Orbendorf was doing there, because that could be a fully bound potentially for the next race by doing something like that.
Let me see. I think Orbendorf just lobs it. Absolutely lobs it.
And then there's another car on the inside. I think it's Caracalus going on the
But
inside.
what is this rejoin? Where are you? It's an active
Yeah,
track,
I mean,
sir.
that's going to be a penalty for the rejoin as well. As long as it's...
Oh, someone's got
tested.
some damage back there. Too wide into the bus stop. Always works. You never come off it too slowly or anything.
That's Steve Clay. He's had a bit of a quiet evening, actually.
He has,
but
yeah.
one of his better ones so far this season, of course, former ARA champion. As
No, you are right, though. Kappel is...
of course, Telman's up to 4th place now, isn't he? Yeah.
Kappel is the perfect pusher. Is this 4 wide and someone went below?
Line. Yellow line. I don't
Yeah.
know if these a couple of these trails are colourblind or something, but it's a yellow line. Kozo manages to get to P12. He's gained a lot of places between the heat and this race. DeBrow up into 6th place, is battling with Mirach. And off goes Carter.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. What was that? I just don't think he knew he was there. That was awful. Or he had a little bit of a rear snap. I don't know, but it looked like just a hip check. Let's see.
This is, yeah, it's one of, can't remember who this is. Is it Blair on the inside there?
Was it just exaggerated by netcode? It looked like they just... I don't know.
Oh, maybe Stoltz, sorry, who may have been on the inside. So bad news for Carter.
Yeah, very. Because he's had a very strong season.
Yeah. Here's Jason Hodgson. Oh, no. And there's a car in the middle of the track.
Oh, and I think he found him.
And
Yeah.
it's a turbo rejoin.
Oh.
It was Sialfi with the rejoin.
No.
I think. Or maybe it was the other car, I'm not sure. There it was. The 278 as well was involved. And that is your friend and mine, Christian Neeb. I think it was near the front earlier on, was Neeb. But not anymore.
Yeah, Kappel and Wheelhouse have got this down. If Kappel wants to be P2... Oh, that looks horrible, doesn't it?
And then it's a bit of a nothing move from the car behind. And they get involved. So there, yeah, that was Neeb and the other car.
Kappel looking feisty now.
Yeah, and it's going to back them up now. And Telman ahead of Gaze.
Where is Gaze? Oh, yeah.
What happened? No, something happened to Lampert, right? Lampert was P3 before, and now he's down to P5. So maybe a slowdown for Lampert. Wiebelhaus is backing off. What is Wiebelhaus? I mean, there's backing off and there's this. What do you think this is?
Fuel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fuel. Yeah, it's fuel.
Well,
What
I
is-
hope it's fuel.
What is Capel doing? I am not that polite.
I think he's trying to give up the lead as Feeblehouse. And if he's going to come down, he's going to...
So, I love Talman sometimes.
So yeah, it wasn't fuel for Feeblehouse. He's just trying to give up the lead, which is sort of all right. And they're all lifting off. And the teammates have made contact. The Chessie esports cars have made contact. And now they're all going to cut the chicane. Through goes Tailman. And that's going to be a slowdown, surely, for Feeblehouse. And Feeblehouse is out of contention now.
That was, I mean, yeah, I don't know. IRA was broken, Weaver House. That was awful, to be honest. There's backing off, and like you said, you quoted it perfect. There's backing off, and then there's this.
Yeah.
That's, yeah, keep it on your IRL track, not on the sim.
So, Capel could win this one. Tailman could win this one. We've got 1 lap to go. The Chessie esports car, I think Miroch slaps the wall, and he's still in play right now. Tailman goes wide there, and he's going to leave himself very vulnerable, and this could be the break that Capel needs if these guys fight for these next couple of corners. And the Chessie esports cars work together? Not at the moment, and Tailman has kept tabs with Capel still.
I said it earlier, Talman will go for the win. And at the moment, this race in isolation possibly deserves it. Great run. Capel, I think he's been excellent though. So rooting for Capel as well. He has had an excellent race.
The Lion GP guys are going to go for it. Feeblehouse in there. De Brouwer as well. Oh, there goes North on the inside though. He was outside 3 wide earlier on. Now he's inside 3 wide into that corner. And Wales got to consider the championship as well. He's right in the mix here.
We're seeing oval moves. I would pick the fast lane. I think he's picked the wrong lane.
So there might be a collision between those guys into the bus stop, but it's going to be all about the run to the line between the guys up ahead. As there goes the move, they're not all going to get through, and De Brouwer, amateur leader the whole night, loses it. Feeblehouse goes, Capel goes, and Gutsch goes. But Out's in the lead. This is the run to the line, and I don't think... Well, no, maybe Tailman has got this one. It looks like Chessie esports are going to have to settle for 3rd and 4th, but this is going to be our closest run to the line all day long. Capel leading the way. Tailman coming right behind him now. He's going to take the lead right at the end.
Yeah, he's got it.
And Lucas Tailman wins at Daytona.
Awesome.
Capel gets 2nd place. Lampert 3rd. Good points for Miroch in 4th. And good points for Chessie generally today. Brings them into championship contention in the teams. Koenig will win out of the Prams. And, well, that sums up Putuk's season, right? He ends up winner of the AMS after all that.
Who sent it 5 wide late? It was a Lion car.
I mean, I'm inclined to say it was Feeblehouse.
Because someone definitely dived it 5 wide. Oh, what a close finish.
When we first cut to it, I thought that gap looks a little bit too big, but then I saw it was 3.5 tenths. Yeah, and it's all the inside car's fault.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure which one that was. That could have been... It could have been De Brouwer. Or it could have been Feeblehouse, who did wait, to be fair, afterwards, but...
Yeah, I don't know who that was.
Yeah.
Well... Good race for Talman, though. That race in isolation, forgiving the other race, I thought it was good. Capel, I think he had a stellar race. Feeblehouse played stupid games and won stupid prizes, so he won the prize I think he deserved. I think it was a fantastic race at the end there. I don't know where Mate Lampert finished. Did he get Battle Royale at the last, or did he make it?
No, he did well. I think he got P3, right?
Awesome.
I think he was just ahead of his teammate Miroch.
He had a good race, really good race.
So, yeah, well done to him.
We'll get those results really soon.
Yeah. I mean, I feel tired after that. I feel tired about having to look into a lot of those incidents as well, unfortunately, and make some decisions. So that'll be a fun weekend. Tailman wins. Quarter of a tenth. It was the closest run ahead of Capel. But still a great result for Capel, who I think has been knocking on the door of a great result. And ninth place in the championship. Actually hadn't scored a podium so far this season, at least not in an overall event. But that will actually get him up a few places as well in the championship. I think he might be up into maybe as high as 6th place in the championship now after that. Lamper in 3rd position, good points for him. Maroch now with an outside chance at the championship. I will try to update the points while we're still on there, but he came into this around 94 points behind. Of course, Pedrick with an awful result will have his previous drop score start to count, but it does put a bit of pressure now on the Line GP cars after their dismal result today. Kozo got 5th. Sorry, missed that. Kozo barely got into the A final automatically, and he ends up there. Caracalus will be pleased with 6th. Sulks starts it from the back, didn't he? I think in that one, and ends up 7th. Koenig top of the Primes. Ware with great points, basically one hand on the Prime Championship now. Hartzog leader of the amateurs in 20th, and then a miserable night for Joe Pedrick. Could have been so good for him. And Gazer. Oh, so Gazer. Yeah, I can't remember what happened to Gergo Gazer, but there you go, he lost out.
I think he was top 5 on the last lap, defo.
So do we think he maybe got a place for his pen?
Must have. Yeah. Or got collected. Lucas is here.
So, Lucas Tellman is here. Would you like to have a chat?
I would, yeah. I'll bring him up. Hello, Lucas. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
First of all, congrats. Quite the feature race. I did actually call you for the win with about five laps to go. You was about P6, and I actually, I mean, I don't have enough words to sum up because there's about 1,000 incidents we've got to go through. But I mean, talk me through it. How was today? You've been away from sim racing for a while, I believe.
Yes, I stopped sim racing since my last GT3 participation in the Apex Championship.
Right.
So yes, doing a back-to-back is just really good. I'm really happy. And what else better to win in Porsche Cup in such a level? I mean, yeah, I'm just super happy. And yeah, after my qualifying, I thought I was going to do a top 10 maybe in the final A, but yeah, I never thought about the win today. But yeah, honestly, really good, very happy.
Yeah. I always enjoy watching you drive. You go for it. You're precise and aggressive. I think it's a great style. That feature race, was you eyeing up? Did you want to be second? Like, because obviously we saw, I mean, Weeblehouse took it a bit far with the games he played there on the last lap. Did you have anything in mind on how you wanted to do it, or was you just pushing as hard as you could there till the end?
No, I just I tried to stay in P6, P7 the major part of the race, and after my overtake on the pink car was, I mean, at the right moment, and then I just tried to catch the leader. Then I just wanted to stay in P2 for the last lap.
Yep.
But I went into the first place without, I mean, my agreement. But that was good. It was good. I mean, the other driver just did a quali lap on the last lap of the race, so he helped me a lot to win.
Yeah.
And I'm happy.
How are you enjoying the new Porsche Cup, and have you had much seat time in it since it came out?
Honestly, I just discovered the car yesterday because I really stopped sim racing for a while. But yes, I mean, with the ABS and everything, the battle is more aggressive. More closer, and yeah, I really enjoy it. I have an aggressive style, I know it, and yeah, like that, everyone is aggressive, so it's good.
Yeah, no, that's great. What a welcome back to sim racing, a dominant win. Brilliant stuff, Lucas. I'm never this lost for words. There was so many things that happened in those 4 races that it's hard for me to remember, but I remember you winning. Anyone you'd like to give a shout out to, Lucas?
Not really. Just thank you to my friends. They were with me during the race on Voice Channel, and yes, just thank you to the viewers for watching us, and thank you to you. I love listen at your commentary after the race. So yeah, I hope to see you soon again. And when I have the time, I will for sure coming back in the Apex Championship. It's such a great races.
Awesome stuff, Lucas. And I look forward to seeing you out on track again soon. Again,
you.
congratulations on the win, and thanks for participating, mate.
See you.
Cheers. Lucas Talman. I mean, he called himself aggressive, so I don't feel bad in describing him as aggressive. Yeah. I mean, I have always been a big fan of his driving. I go back to the Hockenheim.
Him and Korshavin.
Yeah, exactly.
We all remember it.
Yeah, exactly. And the Suzuka. I think one of my favourite commentated races is him versus I forget.
I can quickly look.
Suzuka. That was epic.
Yeah.
Absolutely epic. Because it looked like, when two drivers lose it and they go overly aggressive, but that wasn't. They were just willing to fight for half an hour.
Yeah, that was phenomenal. That was in the wet as well on that day, which was super entertaining. At the moment, we don't have any other interviews coming for us, so we'll give a slight opportunity for the drivers. It was Leon Mishka, by the way.
Oh, of course,
He was battling with. Hopefully, we see Leon back at some point. But in terms of the next round of the championship, Sebring, and it's the longer race as well.
The 60. That's gonna be awesome. Be a lot calmer. It'll be
anything will be. My blood pressure is gone high.
Yes, same. I say I was I struggled to give an interview because I had too many questions to formulate just one.
Yeah. Yes. And then, of course, we've got Hockenheim and Adelaide to round out the championship. And, of course, our Pro-Am championship looking pretty strong. And to be fair, Paddock doing very well as well in the AMs.
Got a feel for Andre De Bruyne. Unless it was him that
I think he was the one on the outside.
Oh, okay.
I think he was sort of the innocent party. I think his teammates sort of did him in, I think, where he had to turn out the corner. And then I think he sort of got caught up. We might even be able to show a replay, potentially, of what happened to De Brouwer, but up to that point, had he had any issues at all? Like, I think the
only time we saw him was just his name on the standings.
Like, at one point, it looked like he might even win the race, but...
it is him on the outside.
Yeah, we'll be able to show it in a second. And, he was just unlucky. But then I'm curious as well, like, after the initial contact, here we go. So, you can see the inside move here for Finn Wiebelhaus.
Which is... fine. It's opportunistic.
But then he takes out the car ahead.
Oh, so actually it's the middle cars that come together and the car tracks out to the right and catches De Bruyne out.
And then, he must have been very slow to the line. Oh, okay. No, we're... Oh. Okay. I apologise to Andre, but we're going to have to show this on camera. Because he's tried something here, which only that magic bus in Harry Potter 3 can possibly do. Here we go.
Oh, this is horrible to see. Because he recovers okay, gets going, he's going to go through the tyres, and he doesn't... oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's horrible.
You know, when you got
such a good drive. Oh, no.
You know when you got like a street and you got like cars lined up on either side and you're like, can I make that? And generally you're quite cautious and you're like, okay, I think it'd be a bit too tight. I might, reverse. I hope my car isn't on that street when Andre comes along, because he's going to go for it either way. And
he was my
pick.
He
couldn't even get to the end. He was stuck.
Am pole, Am led his heat, Am led the feature.
He would have actually got some decent points, but I think he may have even won the AMs had it not been for him not going for that gap.
What a shame.
So shame for him's evening to end like that. Well, no more interviews from our drivers. I think they're having a lie down, and I think they'd rather chat to each other than chat to us.
I need to lie down.
Let's just say that.
Yes.
That will pretty much be it for us today. Of course, thanks to Apex Racing Academy for sponsoring the series. Of course, SDK Gaming, who provide our overlays as well. And make sure to follow Apex Racing TV and Apex Racing League on social media, particularly Instagram, where you can find out the latest series. Hopefully, we'll be able to announce a new series in a couple of weeks' time to replace this series on a Thursday night. Yeah, certainly the Instagram and also the Apex Racing League Discord as well in the description below is the place to get the latest news on that for you to take part in series. And sign-ups for this series are open as well, so if you want to take part in the final 3 rounds, you can do by signing up at apexracingleague.com. But for now, from myself, Sam Fitzpatrick, from David Sampson, everyone here at the Apex Racing TV esports studio, we'll say goodbye for now, and we'll see you back in 7 days' time for the hour-long race at Sebring. See you then.